So Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was directed by Ryan Coogler, starring Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Danny Gurria, Winston Duke, Angela Bassett, Tennant Kuta, and Martin Freeman, and is the sequel to the 2018 movie Black Panther, starring Chadwick Boseman. So as you can see, this movie is definitely an interesting one in the MCU, because this movie suddenly had to be rewritten following the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman a couple of years back. And you can really see that a lot of time and care was put into this movie as a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. I mean, the entire intro scene is like basically just like kind of like a funeral for not just Black Panther but for the actor himself. And you see the Marvel Studios logo, and this time every single face you see in this logo is of Chadwick, which I thought was quite a nice touch and very heartwarming and very respectful to the actor's legacy, and as well as the life of the man himself. So anyway, Wakanda Forever is pretty different from the original Black Panther, since Black Panther himself is not in it, and it's more of a story about kind of about the nation of Wakanda itself, and how the rest of this fictional world perceives this nation that is getting more advanced in technology and like rising in power every single day. And I do like how this movie does portray like kind of like the real life like African culture in like a really positive light, which is great. There's a lot of like diversity, a lot of like African actors in this movie, which is really good. It does do that very well. I did find kind of the story at parts to be a little bit messy. This movie was trying to juggle a lot of themes in its in this one movie, and it did feel like very long. It felt like it felt like 3 hours when it was like 2.5 hours. But it was interesting, it was entertaining, and I thought it was a very exquisitely shot production. The production design is incredible in this movie, and the cinematography is also incredible. The direction is really good as well. There's a lot of water scenes in this movie. The enemy uses like water, these supercharged water bombs, and watching them go off is quite spectacular. As I said, Avatar 2: The Way of Water is going to come out in less than a month now, so I'm kind of excited to see how James Cameron his way of like filming water and putting water on screen, all of his magical CGI work that he's doing in this movie is going to stack up with this movie. But anyway, so the main themes of the story are taken from like Chadwick's role in Civil War, as well as his role in Black Panther, which is once again kind of like the conflict and difference between justice and vengeance, which I have talked about several times in my previous reviews, such as The Last of Us Part 2 and the new Dharma show on Netflix. So there were quite a few scenes in this movie that actually did remind me of The Last of Us Part 2, even though The Last of Us Part 2 was much more intense than what this movie was. There are several scenes where you're like saying, where it's kind of like the main character is like choosing not to fight the enemy and choosing mercy over fighting, which is also kind of also feels a bit like Undertale in like a lot of ways. But those themes are also sprinkled throughout the movie. Like, why should we be fighting the enemy when we both have so much in common? There's pointlessness in vengeance and revenge. Let's just put aside our differences and, team up, I guess. I'm not trying to. I won't talk about it anymore because this is not a spoiler review. So I'll probably talk about more of those scenes in my spoiler review. But overall, do I recommend this movie? Yes. It is another great movie from Marvel, though I do have a few problems with it. It's definitely much better than Eternals. I mean, Eternals was Marvel's weakest films, though I don't think it's bad. It's still a watchable movie, but like, this movie did not feel as draggy as what Eternals did, but it did definitely felt like it did go on for a little bit too long. Though I don't have a major problem with that. I do like long 3 hour movies. Like I am really excited to see Avatar 2, which is going to be over 3 hours long, and I am excited for that. That's not bothering me. Well, I mean, like, I love watching the extended Lord of the Rings movies, but I mean, those are entertaining movies. You can't have a 3 hour movie that goes nowhere, because a lot of people don't want to see that. Though I do recommend this movie. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Very respectful movie, handling the death of Chadwick Boseman, and you can see a lot of there was a lot of last minute changes in here and a lot of like, crackdown work that had to be done in this movie, and I thought it was really really well realized. So that's my opinion. I hope you enjoy the movie for what it is, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.